Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
I went down to check our post because oh look, you got a message
Oh yeah,
there.
that's really nice.
I got
To read it out
a
loud now.
I have a blimp in the post. I have a supreme blimp in the post.
Wait, you ordered one?
Yeah.
I thought you said there was a Supreme blimp, like they were gonna fly one over LA today.
No, we're just gonna have one in here.
How do you fit a blimp?
How
in
much
here?
was it?
Don't know. Like $80 or something.
That's
Like a blimp, like something that a flying
I'd be
blimp.
surprised if it flies, but it's some kind of blimp thing.
So what does that mean? Then
80
it's not a blimp. It's not flying. Surely. It's just
Well, it depends on
is it
how
a big
you
balloon,
want
James?
to define. Let me see what it was called. But I have one of those in the post,
I'm confused.
and also Ninjas in
keyboard in the
Pajamas sent
post.
me keyboards. So those things are in the post. Also, Massdrop just told me that I have a USB cable in the post,
I had to look at Mouse Job.
which I ordered
I never
a
looked
while
at
ago, a few months ago. But here we are. Godsent on the CT side, Brown Smoking Diffuse kit. No P250s. Makes me sad. For the T side, we'll see if they can do it with the Glocks.
One thing I recall about Gambit Godsent, Gambit Fnatic, is that, well, we'll get there. Piss around first. Oh my god! Oh!
dude.
That's disgusting.
Blink
Oh.
wide. Damn.
Oh my god.
Clip it anyway.
You guys enjoyed
He
that?
should be.
Yeet.
Someone send that
Yeah.
into prison. That's not legal. That ain't legal.
My arm hurts.
So I was going to say that one of the things about the Gambit Fnatic matchup on this map is that Gambit struggled to run their T defaults because Fnatic were just so good at like holding these two-man long setups and basically just getting weird picks and mid-round in Gambit as the CTs, which is something that Fnatic are uniquely maybe good at on the CT side of this map. But I do wonder if Godsent can do the same. We'll see. They have won the pistol on the CT side. That always feels good. Gambit have made their way towards A-Long. I wonder if Dozier smoke is going to be for the A-Long doors. If you're going to try to do a bit of a fake here. Because Godsent currently are holding 3 in the A site, so it will be kind of effective. Might buy them like 5 seconds for the CZs to rush into B against 2 players. Or is he just going to go on hard lurk instead? Okay, so he's going to... Okay, so he will indeed make it look like he'll play towards the A sites. As the push comes in to drop.
I see you. Cool. Nice, Brodan. Running out of bullets, still managing to deliver a kill there, as well as the damage elsewhere. Hobbit down to 1 HP. C's trying to plant the bomb. No one's there to stop him. Godsent respecting the smokes, trying to reduce the variance. Slowly they make their way in. Hobbit, is he going to crater? Please. No, he's not.
Please. They've got like begging for it to embarrass himself.
What's great?
Not for his embarrassment, but for my entertainment. They can be independent of each other. Seized. Has no bullets, I think.
Great
So
round from Gambit, though.
he will run away. And bullets will magically reappear in the next round.
True.
This was a really good round from Le Gambits. I mean,
Yeah.
3 kills, bomb down. They faked pretty well. They actually kept 3 players towards the A site. And
Yeah, because the flash was so good that it blinded all 3 players on the site. So it just they don't even know if more stuff came over. You know, they were just like, whoa. No, I was blind. Were you blind? Yeah, I was blind. What about you? Yeah, I was blind too.
I think as well, because you can get the sound cues and you can retake B quite easily, I think that's maybe one of the reasons Godsent decided to have a 3-man A setup, just because if the CZs run its way, get A, lock down the choke points, then I think that's pretty hard, so... But it's... Okay, so how sick is Brolan? Because he impresses me more every time I watch him.
Like, I don't have a huge sample size of games I've watched, but we saw a game on Inferno where I felt like he did a couple things that seemed, I don't know if irresponsible is the right word. It didn't seem like he knew for himself what the best position to be in was.
He's very young, right? Like, is he 15 or something?
Yeah, yeah. But his aim is really, really good.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we'll see as the sample size grows slowly.
Sometimes it's tough, you know, you think about a player, but these 1 or 2 moments replay in your head about them, and
Absolutely,
it's hard to escape that.
I was just about to make the point that, like, when I got into poker for like pretty hardcore for a year, that changed my idea of a sample size pretty dramatically. Because in esports, I mean, we can't get those sample sizes that you can get in poker, but it's interesting. I'll go back to that point in a moment as Gambit are creeping in for this A bomb site hit. They are encroaching upon these positions. Twist is going to bait for this go-dart plan. We'll see if the timing works out. Okay, it should work out pretty well. Oh my god, Twist gets both kills. And the bomb, he can go down there, but he's actually going to continue fighting. Oh, Twist is a fantastic player. 3-0 for Godsent. But I was just going to say that in poker, you're going to judge, you know, like 200, 300,000 hands is going to be maybe a light sample size for your strategy. Whereas, you know, as you say in CSGO, it's kind of restricted to our memory, which is like the last 5 games maybe.
Yeah.
So.
And to some extent, you know, like, you know, the last, no one wants to be judged on the entire, like, last 2 years they've played. They would rather actually be judged in the last month or something.
Yeah.
But even then, there's just so many teams, so many maps that get played. You don't get to see all of them. So you have a very small size for each player, each team.
I feel like Godsent could have a pretty strong game here. It's quite fun to see a Bison out of Hampers. But Godsent seem like they're still in they're hitting their stride really well still. So it's a scary prospect for Gambit. That said, this is the map which should, in theory, mitigate that by far the most, because the CTs are so limited in their ability to take initiative. And compared with a Mirage or a Cash or a Dust 2 or a... Well, actually, Dust 2 is not... You're limited, but it's not as bad as Cobble. Anyway, the Orbs out on Twist.
Let's see what Gambit can do with these 4 AK. 5 AK, 47, 5. Hampus looking to wallbang the wallbangers. Do wonder how the CT approach around that door will change in the future. Seized with some aggression of his own, taking a leaf out of FaZe's book. That's a good start for Gambit. Oh, can he find a second one, Hampus? That is massive from him. That is absolutely brutal timing for Dozier. Poor lad, poor lad.
I looked at that fight and I just never thought he was getting 2. That's crazy. Wow.
I learned to smoke here watching JDM stream 2 days ago.
Nice.
From the Platts. But I made my own version of it.
Wow.
Which is not very different.
You don't expect a CT to be there. That smoke's really awesome.
It is cool.
I think it's a must now in the current meta. You got to know that one.
Mo keeping, never mind. Caesar is the last man standing, and he's the last man to fall. It's cool. I enjoy when you see an AWPer on both sides of the plateau, like a T in the arch entrance, flashing over the wall to take his peek, the CT flashing back over the wall to take his peek, and so on and so forth. Get that smoke down and get a molly by the left box. Then you know the place is clear. It's cool, man. I was doing it on my stream yesterday. 5-0. Just not a good day for Gambit so far, but there's still time for them to turn their fortunes around.
Ooh. Maybe that flash wasn't as good as it has. They wanted it to be, but Twist now in action from the chicken coop. They spotted him. That's a very important shot. Stop them from getting the deep angles on the chicken coop. He's going to smoke there as well. He's such a distraction. The players will emerge from that drop position, but Twist has the catch-all spot with the AWP. He can turn his attention to everything. The rifle support in there with him too. And Twist 10 for 1 now.
A monster. A beast. A dog.
Godsent are like they're finding a lot of multi-kills, and that was true on Train too. There's unexpected multi-kills as well. Like it always feels like they get 1 extra than you expect for me. Maybe for them too.
Unanswered trades.
Big fat 0 for Gambit. Big fat 0. Does Twist have the sound cues of the players below him? And if so, ooh, that was some serious airtime. And now Twist is in an interesting situation because I was going to say, how does he not give up the AWP due to the numbers? But there's, what numbers? Just a single digit now. The Dren will slide down the grass. At least we'll have no splinters.
You feel like Gambit's tilted?
After today, I mean, it's just got to take a lot out of you.
Apparently, they are boots camping in St. Petersburg. That's what somebody tweeted me.
They're tilted then. Because we're not really seeing like the depth we know they have.
That's true.
We know they have loads of depth, especially on train, especially on Cobblestone. These are perhaps two of the best maps for them, and yet we're not seeing some of the depth. So you have to wonder, what is happening. Not to take anything away from Godsent, they're playing very well.
It just seems like the trades are really bad. Like,
yeah.
Somebody gets 2 kills, really unlikely spot. It's like, why? How can that happen? Over and over and over again.
Wow, this is such a show of confidence. Surely though Dozier heard something. Seized as well, they're suspicious. And Seized will get the easy frag. And now Seized has easy pressure towards the A site. They can easily play him as a lurk. Surely Godsent have to be very paranoid of A. If Gambit cut noise now, then Godsent, they will be very hard pressed to understand what's going on. But they are showing a lot of numbers towards B, so
oh dear.
There's an easy rotation here for Godsent.
Flash will delay. The smoke will, let's see, hole in the wall, and it is still dangerous for Godsent. Sorry, Gambit, and they're rotating now back to the A site.
Back to twists. 10 and 1.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to miss that many shots.
Oh, well, he's got to shoot first, I guess. It's caught off guard a bit.
Brolan trying to make the difference, not quite able to do that. Now the CTs are on the wrong end of the choke point. Dozier checking. They'll plant the bomb. I don't know if they know if the back of the site is safe, but it seems Dozier will check that now. So they have all the information, and Godsent, one would presume, would start to save.
Absolutely. Save Marino.
The Supreme Blimp has arrived in the meantime.
What is that?
It's a blimp.
Where did you order it from?
I remember you showing the thing to me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And I was really confused. I was like, what's he doing? Why has he done this? Why has he done this?
Can't believe he's done this.
How does he do this? Oh no!
What's the money like for Godsent? I wonder. No. Okay, they're okay. It will quickly disappear, however. Right then, let's see if Gambit can string some rounds together. Has not quite been the story this day of European Counter-Strike for them. But this is the best opportunity they will have to rack up some rounds. That is quite the Molotov. I like this. I might have to look for that Molotov on the demo. It's nice for any early peekers. I wonder what the spawn timing is with that Molotov as well. Ooh, creating some space.
The mind game here is really good. Like, you drop that smoke. Now the question is, do they push it straight away? Do they delay? Like, how much utility then gets traded between there? That's a mind game within itself. And Hampus can create like lots of pressure. He can delay timings by just being a nuisance there and how he uses his utility. So Hampus is doing a really good job by himself on Plateau at the moment. Playing Plateau as like a JW, as like a Hampus, as like the player that's sort of dedicated there as a CT, is an art in itself of understanding how to play these small mind games.
And they negated all that information after, like, they used the 2 Molotovs to clear everything out. They negate all that information from Godsent, or kind of reset the situation after Godsent have already used so many resources. Feels good, man.
I'm opening the blimp.
Are you going to blow it up, James?
Where do we get? We need helium.
You have the least lung capacity. I think you should blow it up.
Where can we get helium from? Gambit moving into the B bomb site, and Hampus trying to defend. Can he get a 2K once more? Just good for the one, but Brolan is lighting up the kill feed.
Oh my god.
And Twist will finish things off, and there's the reset. No plants for Gambit. Disaster has struck.
Did he just spam drop through the wall? From drop to E-box?
I want to know. I'm not sure. I can't tell you that. Joe can tell you that.
Tell me, Dan. Tell me the answer.
Some hard work. Some extracurricular activity. can tell you the answer. Ooh, boost. They actually, I don't, for all the shenanigans, I don't think we've seen this yet. Oh, goodbye. To be honest though, people look for that all the time. I guess, do you want to do that with the smoke? Probably.
I mean, he could have avoided getting seen if he just was on left wall and then, or even crouched or whatever.
Yeah. I do like the idea of CT's just, the team likes to be a lot on the defaults, just the early smoke there, always creating the doubt. Okay, well, Brolin has to rotate. It's down to him and Hampers to save the day. 2v4. Surely not. Surely not. And indeed, Brolin will be sent to a peaceful place, a better place.
James is trying to pull the balloon up. He's going to die.
Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good.
He's turning red.
Well, Hampus will be able to take a gun out of play here for Gambit. Oh, they're going to try to peek him. Ooh, that always gets people, and has got me a bunch of times, especially with the deagle. That lip there, you fall down because you're trying to peek. I just, for some reason, always forget it's there.
Oh yeah.
And then if you have a deagle, the landing accuracy is so long, you can't do anything.
The map is ass.
Yeah, I definitely like to see something in place of Cobblestone.
Strong round though from Gambit.
Yep.
No got his kill. I don't know who got the first one, but that opened things up.
Back 10 coming out for Hobbit, so Gambit will run a fast anti-eco into the B-bomb site. And it's going to be pretty hard to defend this. 3 players and just stock pistols except Brolin.
I'm tired from inflating the blimp.
Brolin is
Like worried for your health.
in that dropped area. Might get an upgrade. James,
see what Godsent can do.
James, who has been complaining of how hard it's been to brew today, has spent the last
blow
5 minutes
the blimp.
trying to block the blimp.
My face hurts a bit from doing that. There's so much to... We need to get helium for it. We need to find helium from somewhere. If anybody in America has helium, send me a tweet. And trying to plant the bomb is proving to be quite difficult, it seems. I still have to perfect the Bardoff Molotov on Cobblestone. That's still to come. I'm struggling to find a lineup which is easy and quick.
For what?
On the B-bomb site, you know outside the drop there's that curved wall?
Yeah.
Like behind the tree. So you're in that corner, assuming a wall of smoke, and you see the elbow of the statue. You can bounce a Molotov off the elbow, and it Molotovs the upper plant, the lower plant, and the tree plant behind the wall. It Molotovs all of it at the same time.
Upper plant, lower plant, and tree plant behind
Yeah,
the wall.
so where the B is, you can't plant there. You can't plant at the back of the statue on the high ground or the low ground. It Molotovs the whole area at once. So the point is,
How
they
big
try
is this
to...
Molotov?
What?
How big is this Molotov?
It's a Bardoff Molotov.
That's insane. Wait, so but then your smokes, do your smokes get extinguish the Molotov? If you
No,
put wall
because
smokes?
that's not where the smoke is.
Okay.
Well, actually, maybe it wouldn't extinguish it, but maybe between the statue and the wall, you might be offered some help. But it's a nuisance Molotov that will most certainly delay what you expect. Gambit, how have they found themselves all over the A site?
They just walked out A long.
Why not?
Godsent played another setup which sort of doesn't prioritize long too heavily, and they suffer. That's actually, again, like as I mentioned, one of the reasons why Fnatic owned them so hard. Their AD, wow, their AD. But we saw that happen before. Actually, I think it was Mo who got owned by, I think it was by someone on Fnatic actually, by JW or someone.
Does he know?
Does he know?
Does he know?
Does he know? Does he know? Now he knows.
Oh.
Now he frags. Now he AKs. And Hobbit's gonna. Oh, what? Everyone's dead.
Wow. See, Fallen was talking about a setup where they had 5B because he felt like if with enough utility you could retake A 5v5 without the site, and B was like so hard to hold. But then I think he couldn't come up with enough nades, enough good nades to help with a retake to make that possible. Big site.
Big site. Double orbs. MP9 on Brolan. What's he going to do? What's he... Oh, on the rock. Easy for Mo. And the 4v5 is going to be rather uncomfortable now for Godsent. It's so early in the round. It's an ideal position for Gambit. Desperately need rounds. Godsent already on 9. They'll walk towards A-Long, where they had prior success.
I feel bad you're doing all the commentary while I'm trying to inflate this balloon.
It's just blowing up a balloon. What if that balloon had anthrax on it, James?
Well, then one of us would be dead. One or more of us would be dead.
I mean, when you said, I mean, you're taking like pills for allergies. You can barely breathe. I'm expecting to take some of the load.
This is like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You have to at least pretend you're sick.
I thought this would take longer.
Day off.
I thought this would take longer. I mean, it wouldn't take this long to inflate a blimp, but there we go. Anyway, 49 seconds remain. My lips feel weird now, I've got to be honest. Dopplan is on the A bomb site. Godsent, I don't know if, I'm assuming they haven't seen the bomb because there isn't really a full rotation. Although as the clock continues to tick, Twist sees nothing towards the plat, so he will start to rotate as well. And Freddy B's not far away from Dopplan, who's holding a line. Does he hold to the right? Does he hold to the left? Lovely flick from him, but Ledren's too close.
He has definitely made it possible. 2 kills would have made it much nicer for the remaining players, but it's Twist and Freddy. By the way, Twist is 17 and 4. Twist is 17 and 4. In 12 rounds. It's pretty good. And now he may be... Is he going to go for this? It's 1v3, so probably not. So he may stay on 17 and 4 for now. And he's pretty safe with the AWP. He's going to hit anyone coming for him. Maybe Hobbit could catch him off guard. Already being dropped, maybe? Unless Twist gets the angle first. Looks like he's going to be pretty well covered for basically everything. As long as he keeps checking all the spots. He's not going to check plat, is he? He might actually die here. He's making so much noise. Hobbit. Oh, is he going to spot Hobbit? Oh, he realizes somehow. Oh, Twist. Oh. 18 and 4. He's going to stay alive with the AWP. That's actually an interesting prospect. What is the play with it now? I doubt it's going to be through mid. Mo has been ruining fools over there.
Someone has gotten 20 kills in every game that we've watched, right? In the first half. Actually,
yeah.
Not in the last map.
And it was one of the maps of FaZe. 3 of them got 20 frags in the first half. So I don't even know how that makes sense. I think a couple. I think it's like 19 and 18 and like 22 or something like that. But still,
it averages out.
It does, and it's ridiculous.
I can't believe you almost actually filled that thing.
I know it took ages. That's a lot of my air.
Yeah.
In there.
A lot of air that could have been used for other things, James.
I suppose it could. I suppose it could have. It's not what I pay us for, that. Or maybe it is. I don't know. That's a lovely pop flash. That was nice from Twist. Sees has to be careful. He is walking into a trap. He's walking into a T-Rap.
T-Rap.
There it is.
T-Rex.
Dopplan with some nice aim with the MP9. Made sure he started on the head and followed up afterwards. Now he has perhaps overextended, but how could he know so many people would be there? And maybe he's got the early information for his team. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. They, Gambit, go to line up their grenades towards the balcony, towards the door. Oh, Twist, unfortunate scoping, but he still finds Dozier.
What an awesome angle. Freddy B is going to emerge, and he's got some damage. Ooh, oh. Second kill coming out very quickly from the UMP. That is very disappointing for Gambit. They're having a hard time getting on the side, but Mo, he's looking for the clutch. That's 2, he's knocked down. Trying to go for a crazy 3rd kill there. Not going to land it. The pace now slowed by the Gambit side, and the shotgun will finish it off. 10 rounds for Godsent, 4 for Gambit. Twist now 19 for 4. That's a sexy frag. That feels good when you're an AWPer and you get those frags. Bish, bash, bosh. Bosh.
Last round of the first half. 3 rifles on the Gambit side. I'm sure this will be a disappointing half for them, but with 5 rounds, perhaps they can make up for it in the second half. So We'll see if we get there. I don't know if they've won a pistol round. Gambit.
No, I think they did win one on train, but then they got reset.
Yeah, reset.
Oh, yeah, even worse.
Yeah.
So it has not been an easy day for the Gambit side, and there is fire around them. Fire. California fire.
We got a lot of those.
Yes.
Well, hopefully you'll be good for a few years, considering like the 2 weeks of rain that there was.
That was your fault.
It's weird. Now we're here so long, we have to kind of consider our.
That was all you guys' bad juju.
Consider ourselves part of the California community, I suppose. Should we start going to church as well? I don't know.
Nah, I think we're fine.
Think we're good.
We can. Well, you can start a church of bottle.
Yeah, that would be more interesting.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, a religion. Yeah. You guys can pray to keyboards.
Yeah.
And in sneakers.
The holy keycap.
The holy keycap.
A fidget spinner.
I like it, yeah. Maybe that's like the Satan equivalent. I've got so many negative tweets to that.
Really?
Yeah. 2 versus 4. You should look at the replies to the picture. It's hilarious, actually. It's really funny. 2-on-4 now. Brolan and Doplan. There's only one person between them and the bomb plants. And Brolan's going to enable his teammate using the range, but not going to work out. The range of the USP will be mightier than the range of his flashbang, but the PT-50 is there. Maybe there are more frags in this round for Brolan. He has over a minute on the clock, and he's going to use it.
Is it Brolan or Brolan? Oh, Brolan?
Brolan, no.
Brolan. Brolan.
Bros on land. Bros on land. Ludwig.
Ludwig?
Oh, his last name is Brolin.
Ah.
So he's typoed his nickname.
I'm sure it was on
It's just like
purpose.
he can't spell. He's just like, yeah, he looks like he can't spell,
He's
guys.
still going. The one tap onto Hobbit. Looking for another one onto Dozier. Dozier continuing to give him that 1 versus 1. Doesn't want to die though, but he may want to just keep him entertained by risking the show. And Brolin will be heard by Adren, who's not going to take the pick. 23 seconds to rotate towards the B bomb site, and Dozier's going to get there miles ahead of him. He's really trying to win this round, but will he have time for a duel here? That's the question.
He wins these.
10 seconds. The statue is where Dozier is. Does he check it? It seems he does. The pre-fire, but he's running out of bullets.
That was great.
That was perfect.
So refusing to change it up. I like that Brawlin just went all the way around. Because you can do the 50-50 game, but like that's another version of it in itself.
I always like the...
They're just really good at playing off sound like that, though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The PT-50 is the pistol gods. Alright. MP9, MP9. Deagle. CZ. Now, if they actually bust into A long and they can win that trade, it does get really scary for Gambit actually, because just to aim on these guys, the 1 kill creates so much space, and they get into drop zone too with the CZs, so this is actually kind of scary. Ooh, that flash. Sees will not look away. Sees the trajectory is going to go behind him. Otherwise, if he looks away there, that's like things get interesting. I should do what James is doing, but into the mic. That's what James is doing right now, if you're curious. So, the precious little air that he can already fill with his lungs is being sent into a blimp. 3 deagles. Oh! That's 1.
Dirt.
This is where the deagles get kind of bad though, when you have to take... Like, this is where you want the CZ. If you want to like go for a Y peak somewhere, yeah, the CZ is going to allow you to set things up better, but deagle, man, you want to be static.
You need the phalanx with a variety of weapons.
Yeah. 6 rounds for Gambit now, 11 for Godsent.
It's a better spot than it looks like for Gambit now. 5 rounds between the 2 teams, and looks good for Godsent to make some money. with these SMGs. See what they can do with these Glocks. Frolan going for the burst fire, but nothing doing. Look at the peppering! Godsent really trying to take these players out. They'll do 2 of them.
I want steak now.
You want steak?
Yeah, you said peppering. I want steak. I had steak a couple of days ago.
Let's go microwave some steaks after.
I want more steak. I think steak might be my favorite food still, right now. It's just so simple, but so good. Wow. Let's see what Godsent can do on their AKs. AK-47s.
That's my address.
What's your address?
AK-47 apparently.
Oh.
Slow lane.
Roland wins the battle against Mo. Again, like they could decide to cut noise. All we get is an AWP. Smoke goes out. That was very close. That almost makes it look like there's 2 players there. Shoots the orb, drops the orb, picks up the AK, shoots the AK. That's actually kind of cool. I wonder if that was intentional. Basically make it look like there's more players towards A. Because there's 2 on A for Gambit of the 3 that remain. It's just an off angle for Freddy B at the back of the plateau that now really poses any threat on the B bomb site for Godsent as they begin to make their way in.
A lot of good players encroaching on B. Only 1 to find from Gambit, tucked into a corner on a plateau.
He has a double. Oh, yes. Well, they look for it. By the way, that's awesome that they look for that because they basically have all of the site. I could very well see complacency in that spot.
Yeah, they let Freddy roam as much as they needed to, and then they're like, all right, there is someone here. So that's when all the long B guys started to go look for themselves.
This makes sense indeed. 12-7. Gambit could not offer too much in this round. Great start from Broland. I think Broland did a really good job towards A-Long.
Broland.
Can we even say man like Broland? Because he's so young. Boy like Broland?
Rops is young too.
Rops is a man though.
It's true. It is true. But the irony with Rops was like what made it what really made it too.
Yeah.
What irony?
There's some more hilarious irony about Rops, which I'll tell you during the break.
Okay.
Can only imagine.
You can only imagine, but you gotta love it. Well, Gambit are still in this. That is an important first frag. They don't want to lose a player here, and Adren will keep them in the game. Still on the comeback are Gambit. Not an easy round for them. Note how Adren isn't going for the upgrade immediately. There's a gun on the floor, but he does not know what lies around the corner in the drop or above the drop. Ooh, that one looked on for Mo. Of course, it wouldn't have been the most accurate of shots, but there we go. Maybe hit the wall, who knows. 3 players left, 1 spotted and taken out. Hobbit with a brief fire, that will give him another kill. And now it's about damage limitation, or is it? Twist is the last man. That's not good for Gambit. He's a very dangerous player. 47 seconds left on the clock. Can see him thinking. He wants to deploy the Molotov, but the smoke is there. And the timing will ultimately not work in his favor. You could see the mind whirring. It was kind of cool to watch.
Yeah, that's why Mo just smoked it. So I was like, okay, can't do anything about this. Don't know exactly where I am. And as long as I stay alive here, you can't cross safely into the site. So now that I've missed the shots, I can still be a problem.
Like how at the same time, when I'm watching Twist, I always feel like something could happen. I always feel like he can create some crazy scenario. He's definitely one of those players.
He's a crazy man.
Yeah, and it's interesting with Twist because for the long time, you know, we wanted to see him on much better teams than he was on, and
I don't really know why he'd be playing professionally now if he turned down NIP. That doesn't really add up in my brain.
Yeah.
But don't care as long as he is. It's good.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like time changes things. You know, who knows what's going on in his life, and why he makes some of those choices. But either way, I'm curious with more exposure to the top level that Godsent can provide him, what kind of player we're going to see out of him, because there will be an evolution. Like we're going to see, is he going to get to his peak and then grow from that, or is where will we see him?
Maybe he's got that crazy first. The spray down.
Very nice from Dozier. Mo with the first shot as well, and that's the rush easily dealt with. Not too much left to really talk about here for Godsent, though Ampus will steal away an AWP. That's nice.
You know how Fur's got that like Vegeta complex? I don't know if it's a complex, but
Vegeta complex.
yeah.
Explain.
Or where he didn't want to ever join Fallen's team. He just wanted to constantly beat them.
Right. Oh, okay. I see what you mean by Vegeta complex now.
Kind of, yeah. I was like,
that's cool. I haven't heard that before.
I made it up. Asked him in an interview. I told him, I'm like, you're like Vegeta. He's like, oh, from Dragon Ball Z? I was like, have you seen it? He's like, no, but I think I know who it is. But he thought it was a bad thing, I think. But it wasn't a bad thing. Because Vegeta is awesome. And Fur is awesome. And Twist's awesome.
It's true.
But maybe that's why he didn't want to join NIP. Maybe he just wants to destroy NIP.
Well, he did a very bad job. Oh, I guess maybe by not joining them, maybe that's like that's what it,
400 IQ.
I don't know, man. So we get the resumption of the game. Gambit are coming back. They have sent Godsent back into the Stone Age. Don't know that they had Glocks in the Stone Age, but for all intents and purposes, they will be about as useful as sticks and stones.
The Glocks are metaphorical sticks.
Exactly, yes.
Twigs.
Yes. Twigs.
Take man Glock by
Twigs, not
force.
Twigs. Twigs.
Well, he said Twigs, I was like, yeah. Don't see how it's relevant, but I agree.
I keep looking down our YouTube box.
Oh my god.
Twist, he's so dangerous. Has he done enough damage here? Can they use the numbers game? The numbers are even now. There is a flank though. Dozier coming in from the back, so can this 3 versus 2 get to work on the bomb site Hobbit, trying to delay as much as he can. He might even maim and frag. Falling back, he knows he's compromised from the plateau. There is Dozier. He will dual Duplan. Combined 16 HP in the last 2 players, but Mo walks straight into it. And now the bomb can be planted on B.
Oh my god, they got the AWP too. The AWP makes this incredibly winnable. Without the AWP, I don't think is even a chance, but...
Oh, nice and open too.
Freddy B on the AWP, that is massive. Okay. The thing is, there's 2 players left. Oh, that's the shot you have to hit. He had so much time to take the shot.
Smoke down. He could go... He could actually go take the shot and go all the way back if he wanted to.
Freddy B needs some fortune. Has to hit the next shot.
Oh,
there's the miss.
That was a chance.
That might be it now. I don't think it can be done. Indeed, DPS comes in.
They kind of almost gave it to him.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, if he just takes his time on the first shot, the round is unwinnable. Well, not unwinnable, but he's favored.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a shame. But that's the thing. Like, if Twist was in that spot, you know he's hitting that kill. Like Freddy B's not their AWPer, so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's much more forgivable.
That's a good point.
I mean, Disco as well, great AWPer. Disco.
It's getting close. Can Gambit do it? Get 1 game at least. There's a deeper Molotov on this occasion. Or was that... this? Yeah, there we go. I'm curious about the spawn timings of the other one we saw earlier. Minute 20. Godsent waiting for the initial grenades to go. Gambit are well equipped in this round. Mo over towards A along with the AWP, and Brolan is in that area, so maybe we'll see an engagement there later. Some aggressive peeks from Godsent. Sees manages to escape, mostly intact from the drop position. Now there are question marks.
9 minutes to go. Gambit will do anything with the A players. Yeah, they're starting to rotate them back a bit. Some more passive setup towards A, which allows Dozier to be a floating guy.
Device?
The flotation device.
A floater.
The flotation device. The floaty. It's a rubber ring. Supporting either defense, keeping them afloat. See? Oh, that's a good headshot from Dozier. Oh my god.
Not easy duel to win.
Ruining them.
He had the disadvantage there. You can only see their heads. He popped them.
Now it's going to take something insane from Brolan here. Going to get 3 kills at least by himself. Twist will go back from the bomb. And that, again, that makes Broline the guy that has to cover. Twist has to get the bomb down very quickly. Oh, that was the opportunity there. Broline might be losing everything now for Gambit. Gambit, because I can't. I'm going to... James, can you... Because I can't. So, can you...
Yes. That was...
You know, sometimes, James, you have like that breakdown.
Oh my god.
Where you can't speak words anymore.
Yes.
That just happened to me.
When you were born again.
And I had no one to save me.
I had to clear the mucus from my nose. Apologise.
Thanks.
I abandoned you.
It sounds worse now, though.
I never abandoned you. Thanks. Great. Marvellous. It's not easy being me. Book coming out soon.
That you should.
That's way too emo a title for me. Mine would be like, I'm a friggin' beast.
I'd rather buy the first one.
If you should, it should be Bardolph's Beast by Bardolph. That'd be good.
Yeah. Bardolph versus Bardolph. Where only one can win.
The only person that can stop me is a perfect clone of myself.
The only man who can stop me is me. Give me a headshot. Give me a headshot. Denied. Absolutely denied.
12-12.
12-12.
12-12.
12.
Oh.
Which way is it gonna go?
Your blimp is looking good.
It's too big though, I think. I don't think there's a place for it in our studio, but the viewers, maybe you can decide after the match. You'll see the blimp we have in the studio.
It's just like a weird advertisement.
It is. I don't know what we'll do with it. Put it in the CEO's room instead.
Can we
just leave it in there.
Maybe we can just shoot it.
Oh, I should make a boxer blimp.
Bouncing some more grenades off. That is cheeky. Mo looks like he's going to deploy the smoke grenade at the back. There it is. Now, the T's have to be aware that a Molotov could follow, so they must be really careful about their movement. Ooh, that could have been Meteor.
It said it was asteroid.
In the meantime, they're moving into the drop, but they will be forced away from the split at this timing. The Gambit, no, they've got problems now.
Alright. Mo, very good position, and he might just catch him as he come out. Trying to take the peek, but the flashbang's pretty good. Nice crossfire on the drop area, and Mo's delayed the Plat's push for long enough that they can't combine the split, which is how you defend these. Very chaotic 2 versus 2. And it's really coming down to those individual fights towards the end here. Twist and Disco Doplan remaining.
Oh!
Good nade, the 1v1 now, but Disco Doplan is in a good position. Doja.
Doja knows, dude.
He's very suspicious. Yeah, he absolutely knows. Very nicely done. Never a doubt in his mind.
Big old brain.
Massive. His brain's enormous.
It's a huge brain.
It's a blimp
Gigantism brain.
disease.
Okay. Dozia's a disease. This has escalated quickly.
It's a disease for Godsent.
He is.
There you go.
He is.
I fixed that for you.
The tumour is growing.
There you go.
Fixed it. Well, don't really have to go that far, do we? But okay.
He's an infestor.
I can't fix that one. I can only do so much, James.
Boom. 1v2.
Beautiful.
Vintage Doja.
He thought he was coming from drop. He was exposed.
But it was him who was dropped.
That's also true.
He thought it was all okay.
Bardolph
And
gloves.
then it wasn't.
I wanted to buy the gloves, but they were like $1,000.
Which ones?
The tortellini or whatever.
Do you know how much?
Tortellini is Italian food.
What's it say? Torts, I think.
Oh,
Tortu.
Tortu. Which
Tortu.
ones? The fade ones?
Yeah, but the good ones are like $1 million.
You've got to pay.
And $1,000. That's like so
$1,000
many,
for
so much-
menwear.
so
Not
much
even.
omakase.
You've got to wait till they get to like the
we could have had
$600
sushi
mark.
twice.
Imagine how many life experiences you get for that.
Yeah, you could technically sell it though for like. That's the only thing. I've made more money on on every skin I've ever bought. But
Humble brag.
that's anybody's bought skins and held them has made money.
Nice. Hodl.
They just-
The Hodl gang.
It just keeps going up.
Hodling their way
Slowly,
to
over
way
time.
through life. peddling too long.
But the sushi, it goes away.
Goes to the waste. Literally. Godsent trying to take the lead away from Gambit, at least even the score. 4-4, but Hobbit's going to be a problem. The silenced in 4. Do they even know where he is? I highly doubt it. Freddy B on the platform, forced away. 45 seconds, and there's a flank coming in from Dozier. He can play containment, although maybe Twitter's made a masterstroke here. Habas lost in the meantime, and now can Dozier win the round for Gambit?
It's looking good. Easy. Very easy. Dozier's one of those players where, like, we were talking about those spots where, like, you get behind someone and say, oh god, I've got to get 2 kills, and then sort of the pressure seeps in and all that kind of stuff. Dozier's a guy that doesn't exist as a thing. You know, it's not a thing. You just go in, just do this.
He doesn't care who wins.
Yeah, it just, and he just doesn't. It just goes in and it's just not. It just does his job. Doesn't think about the pressure. It's just a situation.
He's Jack Bauer.
Yeah, he's
a professional.
He's a meditation master.
He's
mindful.
Deepak Chopra.
Put that mindfulness.
Deepak Chopra.
He is the teapot.
He is a teapot.
He is the teapot.
Short and stout.
Wait, hang on. Well, no, he's water, and if water's in the teapot, it becomes a teapot.
He's the Bruce Lee.
I think that's like
He's the Bruce Lee of teacups.
Okay. Really lost at the moment, but maybe the Counter-Strike can bring us back on track. The pop flash there for drop to gain some ground here for Godsent to pressure the map. Roland is in a very dangerous place. If you look at where he is on the mini-map, he is surrounded by a try something.
Vector.
A Triforce. Triforce of Gambit's A defense. Took a Triforce in the face, and now it only gets worse.
Gambit's on the cusp of match point. Their first match point of the day. They are 0-3 for the day. Just a reminder, it's not a good line of results for them. That's the bomb on the floor. 35 seconds. Seas knows that people have passed him, but he needs some help from his teammates. They are quite a while away. Hobbit making the save once again. That silenced in 4 continues to be a nuisance. And Seas will finish off the job. Match point Gambit.
You know, I have a... So I don't know what you think about this, Mo, but for example, a Cobblestone, if you have like a team like a Godsent, who's not as experienced and not as sort of fleshed out as a Fnatic, do you feel like the ability to play those really fast paces on other maps and the ability to be more explosive sort of allows them to basically generate more momentum individually?
The whole thing with the precedent, I think, is huge. Like, no other teams like Fnatic, so I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Nice pop flash from Mo. Out he goes. And a tag finishes him off. Very responsible is Mo. Doesn't leave a job half done. There's no half measures. 16-12. Gambit, 1-3. They've somewhat salvaged today. I mean, this game did not start out necessarily in the best of ways. See that it started out with Roland absolutely bodying them.
It almost got out of hand. It actually looked like Godsent were going to win.
It goes back into their very capable hands.
Indeed, they did. So they get something out of this day, but boy, that is a bad string of results. Ultimately, I think that is the overarching story here. No matter what the result in this one, and we'll soon find out the implication of those games on the leaderboard. But yeah, we saw some nice highlights from both teams. But I mean, it's a rough boot camp for Gambit, that's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully they like each other IRL.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Against FaCEIT, you can't expect all too much necessarily, but I mean, we know they have the quality for it, for an upset against FaCEIT, but against Godsent, as you say, definitely wanted that 2-0, but it's the 1-1. You can see that's the main performers here with Hobbit and Seized, actually. Seized the drop player for the team. Definitely doing a good job there.
Marvelous. And now we can see the leaderboard, and we're at Gambit 4-4-10. They are notoriously bad online, and the leaderboard most certainly shows that. In the meantime, Godsent, you see, moving up to the middle of the table. 4 games in hand over Gambit. Virtus Pro, 4-7. Interesting to look at them because obviously they're often stuck in the relegation area, so we'll see how things play out for them. G2, 3-1 so far, so they will a reasonable chance they will shoot up the table. But and again, a lot of teams have taken a lot of L's, so this really could go in a number of different directions as we play through ECS Season 5. So here is our blimp. It's a very big blimp, and I don't really think there is a place in the studio for it. So we'll stick it in our CEO's room, not tell him anything, and see what happens after that. We are going to go to a break for an hour. When we are back, we will have some North American Counter-Strike coming your way. We'll see you soon.